it's time to move on and create lights. But before I do that, I go to Asset Editor, I go to Render Settings, and we need to set engine, type of render, quality. The settings will be the same as in the kitchen. So engine in my case is GPU. I need to check if it's RTX. Here in V-Ray GPU tab, I can change GPU engine from CUDA to RTX because I'm using RTX graphic card. Then I turn on progressive render because firstly we'll create preview renders. Then I have quality. I will set it to medium. I turn on auto denoiser, then I go to render output, turn on save frame, and here I can change image width, height. I think that we can change the ratio because for now we have very horizontal visualization. Our bathroom is quite narrow, so it's better to change it, for example, to picture ratio. And I think that this proportion will work fine. Then I will increase the image width and height to 1200, and then I go to advanced camera parameters. I set film sensitivity to 125, shutter speed to 125, and aperture f-number I will leave 8. And that's all. In a small rooms, it's good to create section. With section, we will create views. So I click on this icon, section plane, it's at the top in the section toolbar, or on the left side, we have also the section plane icon. Then I place this section over here. I click OK. I select the section plane, move it to the right. Everything works fine. And then we have to go to Asset Editor, Geometry tab, and here we have section plane. On the right side we have properties of the section, so I go to options, I check camera rays only, and uncheck affect light. And that's all. Remember to change these settings. It's very important because when we uncheck affect light and check camera rays only, the light will not go through this gap in the wall which is created by section plane. And that's all. Then I go a little bit closer. Here we have icon in section toolbar. I can turn it on or off. I will turn them on because they are extremely important. And here I can check display section fill. And let's see that these walls are solid. And I uncheck this position, display section planes. It's not necessary. And then on the right side, I unhide ceiling and suspended ceiling tag, and we can create the view. Remember, when you are creating a view, it's good to change field of view, something right 50. Yeah, it's fine. And then I go to camera, 2-point perspective, and looks fine. We can change that. We need to find the best view. Later, with the final visualization, I will adjust this view again. I think that it's good to zoom in. On the left, on the right side, we have darker areas. These areas will not be visible on the render. Remember about this? And again, I come a little closer. Then I go to the view, animation, and add scene. And this is our scene 1. Now let's focus on the window because here we have non-transparent material, and as we did with the kitchen, I need to create a new transparent material. It will be glass material. I will use Chaos Cosmos browser and download the same material. I type glass, and here I have glass window neutral. I import it to Asset Editor. Yes, it's in the material tab. I click 2 times to select all the faces, right click and apply to selection, and it's transparent. And now I will focus on lighting and illumination. And remember that if you want to set up the light correctly and we don't have V-Ray materials in the scene, we should turn on material override option over here. But let's see that transparent material like glass is not transparent anymore. So if you are using V-Ray 7, it's enough to go to preserve properties over here and check refraction and opacity. But if you are using older V-Ray version, it's enough to go to materials, glass window neutral, and here in the properties at the bottom, just uncheck can be overridden option. And that's all. So let's go to scene 1 and render. And this is our render. It's quite dark. We need to fix it, create different types of light, turn off sunlight, because I think in this case the sunlight is not necessary. So I go to SketchUp Asset Editor, and here we have Lights tab. I will turn off sunlight, it's grayed out, and create a new light. It will be dome light. So I click on the dome light icon, place it for example here in the bathroom, and a new position has appeared. Then I need to upload HDRI map. Click on the texture slot, click on the folder icon, and choose HDRI map. I really like this kind of map. It's a bluish map, and I think that for outside natural light it works perfectly. Then I need to increase intensity, for example to 70, and that's it. Let's render and see the result. Are you happy with this video? This scene I've been working on is part of my brand new V-Ray for SketchUp Visualization course coming soon. Make sure to sign up for the list and you will be the first to know when it's ready. Check the description below the video or click at the upper right corner. And that's our render. It's still quite dark, but I really like this bluish natural effect, which is very subtle. But I would like to obtain more contrastive, more intense light. That's why I will create another rectangle light outside the window. So I create rectangle light, I rotate it, and place it here near the window. Yeah, it looks great. Then I go to Asset Editor. I can set this light as invisible, and to get more contrastive light I will increase directionality, for example to 0.7. I will show you the difference. Firstly, let's set it to 0 and see the render, and then I will change directionality of the rectangle light to 0.7 and render again. And that's it. We can compare the results. This is the result where directionality is set to 0, and this is result when directionality is 0.7. So we can notice difference. I really like this effect when the directionality is quite high. Okay, and at the end I will create a new render element. It will be LightMix to have more control on our scene in post-production on the right side. And let's take a look. Here we have LightMix. We can turn on dome light, rectangle light, and change the effect of the visualization. For me everything works fine, so I will set default values. And that's it.